In the glamorous and mysterious world of Chinese entertainment, sometimes small things can create big waves. And this time, the names Cheng Lei and Zhou Ye are in the public spotlight after a seemingly simple incident that left a big question mark. Netizens are wondering, what really happened? Why did Cheng Lei act that way towards Zhou Ye? And why did that moment feel so different from usual? Let's explore the story that is now the hot topic of conversation across social media. It all started when the two attended a promotional event for their latest drama. As usual, Zhou Ye appeared with her gentle charm, a captivating smile, calm gaze, and elegance that captivated many. Meanwhile, Cheng Lei looked charismatic yet relaxed, displaying a strong masculine side while remaining polite. However, in the midst of this formal atmosphere, something unusual happened. While Zhou Ye was talking to the media, Cheng Lei suddenly did something that made the fans freeze for a moment, a small but meaningful gesture. He looked at Zhou Ye in a way that was difficult to describe. It was not just the gaze of a colleague. There was something deeper there, something that made the audience's hearts flutter. Many may have thought it was just a spontaneous expression, but for those who paid attention to small details, Cheng Lei's movements that night were completely different. He kept his distance, but his eyes always followed Zhou Ye. He rarely spoke, but every time Zhou Ye smiled, he couldn't hide the gentle expression on his face. Was it a form of hidden admiration? Or was there something more personal between them? Some fans even noticed that Cheng Lei bowed his head slightly every time Zhou Ye spoke, as if silently paying her respect. The gesture seemed natural, but on camera, the aura between them felt so strong. The two first worked together on a project that showcased their extraordinary chemistry. Although it wasn't an explicitly romantic love story, their interactions behind the scenes felt very natural, almost too real. They laughed together, teased each other, and even shared food between takes. From that moment on, the fandom began to notice something different. Many described their relationship as two people who understood each other without needing many words. Zhou Ye, who was usually quiet, seemed more cheerful when he was around Cheng Lei. Meanwhile, Cheng Lei seemed softer, like someone who let down all her defenses when she was with him. However, an incident that truly stunned the public occurred some time later. In an interview, the interviewer asked Cheng Lei about her co-star. She paused for a few seconds before answering in a low voice, "Zhou Ye, she's not just an amazing actress. She's someone who has taught me a lot about honesty and sincerity." The words sounded simple, but the tone and expression, honestly, full of feeling. Netizens immediately went wild. Some considered it a form of professional admiration, but others felt that the tone of his voice sounded too warm for just a coworker. And that's where it all started. Every movement, every smile, even every time their names were mentioned together, the public began to look for hidden clues. For those who knew Cheng Lei, he was known as a professional who kept his distance at work. He rarely expressed his personal feelings on camera, let alone towards his co-stars. But this time, something felt different. On several occasions, Cheng Lei seemed to pay attention to Zhou Ye with gentle but cautious care, as if he was trying to hold something back so it wouldn't be too obvious. He protected her from the crowd, letting Zhou Ye walk first, even making sure she was comfortable in the midst of the crowd of reporters. These small gestures became a big topic of conversation. Many believed that Cheng Lei was trying to hide something that he himself was not ready to reveal. Meanwhile, Zhou Ye chose to remain silent. She did not comment on the rumors of their closeness. However, her silence was not without meaning. In several interviews, when Cheng Lei's name was mentioned, her smile always turned soft and warm, a smile that even an experienced actress could not hide. On several occasions, she even appeared to lower her head, as if trying to hide her expression. And observant fans noticed. Every time this happened, Cheng Lei would usually give a small smile beside her, as if there was a silent communication between them, a language of silence that only the two of them understood. For weeks, the media continued to speculate. Some thought it was all just promotion for the project, while others believed that their relationship was deeper than it appeared. But what was interesting was that neither Cheng Lei nor Zhou Ye ever directly denied the rumors. They just smiled, and changed the subject. And that's what made the public even more curious. If there was nothing going on, why didn't they deny it? If it was just professionalism, why were they so gentle with each other? A source behind the scenes even mentioned that the two remained on good terms even after the project was completed. They sent each other messages, encouraged each other, and were even seen attending the same event without any official announcement. Was this a coincidence? Or was it proof that they were still keeping something beautiful under wraps? Fans are divided. Some want to believe that this is a love story that grew from their time together on set, something sweet and sincere. However, others remain cautious, thinking that it's all just the effect of the strong chemistry they built for the camera. But whatever their views, it cannot be denied that this couple has managed to steal everyone's attention. The name Cheng Lei Zhou Ye even became a trending topic on Weibo, with thousands of comments dissecting their every little move. The big question arises, is this all just acting? Or does Cheng Lei really have special feelings for Zhou Ye? It's hard to say for sure, because in the entertainment world, the line between reality and role is often blurred. But one thing is certain, their interactions are too natural to be entirely scripted. There is a tenderness, sincerity, and comfort that only arises when two hearts understand each other. And maybe that's exactly why everything feels different. It could be that Cheng Lei knows that this world doesn't always allow room for honest feelings. So he chooses to express it in a subtle way, with attention, with looks, with respectful gestures. Meanwhile, Zhou Ye, on the other hand, seems to respond with a calmness that only someone who understands can have. There are no sweet words, no open confessions, just a silence that speaks louder than any words. And maybe that's where the beauty of their relationship lies. Not in public declarations, but in the courage to continue caring for each other even in silence. In the end, we may never know for sure what really happened between Cheng Lei and Zhou Ye. But one thing is clear, there is something different between them. Something that makes every interaction feel warmer, more honest, and more real. Sometimes, it's not words that reveal everything, but glances that cannot be hidden. And if Cheng Lei really did this to Zhou Ye, maybe it wasn't just a spontaneous act. Maybe it was a subtle way of saying, I care about you, and you are important to me. Do you feel the same way? Do their moments feel like more than just coworkers? Share your thoughts in the comment section, because who knows, behind all that silence, their love might truly be growing in silence.